Okay. Hey guys. You ever find yourself having to make hot rolls in a hurry? Somebody will call and say, hey, I need some hot rolls in an hour. Or you got a potluck that you forgot about. You got to make hot rolls. Well, I've got a good recipe. It's Easy Spoon hot rolls. And they're easy to put together and they are really good. I know I make them a lot of times at Thanksgiving. Like I make them the day before, stick them in the refrigerator, and the next day you just pull them out, put them in your muffin pan, put them in the oven, and I mean 20 minutes you've got hot rolls, and they are so good. They're moist, they're fluffy, they're really excellent roll. So I'm going to get started, and what I done is to begin with, there's 2 cups of warm water and 1 package of instant active dry yeast. And I put it in there about 5 minutes ago with just a little teaspoon of sugar in there and let it proof. So it's good and proof now. So I got that done. Now in my big mixing bowl, I'm going to put 1 egg. I got 1/4 cup of sugar. And I've got a 1.5 sticks of melted butter. And this butter is what makes your rolls so rich tasting. So I'm going to put that in my bowl. And I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. These rolls, they're just lifesavers sometimes when you know you've got to make homemade hot rolls. Because when you go, anybody that makes bread or hot rolls knows, you know, it's a procedure to get, you know, your hot rolls mixed up. Sometimes you have to let them rise twice before you bake them, and you don't have to do that with these. Okay, I've got my egg, my 1/4 cup of sugar, and 1.5 sticks of melted butter, and I've got them in this pan. And what I'm going to do, I've got 4 cups of self-rising flour. Now you have to have self-rising flour for this. If you don't, you can make your own, and it's a cup of all-purpose flour to 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/8 teaspoon of salt to 1 cup of flour. If you need to make your own self-rising flour. And usually that's what I have to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate my flour. 4 cups of self-rising flour with my yeast mixture. I'm just going to pour a little bit in there and I'm going to stir it real good. You know, I worked years in a school cafeteria and we made hot rolls at least twice a week back then. And I'm telling you, we'd have big old, huge bowls of yeast dough up on top of the ovens, letting them rise. Then we'd punch them down, bring them down, and we'd pinch rolls all morning for them kids. Thousands and thousands of rolls. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more flour, a little bit more of my yeast mixture. Stir it up good, just get it good and mixed together. Nothing complicated. My grandma, she made the best hot rolls. I remember Thanksgiving Day we always had homemade hot rolls. And my mother-in-law makes really good hot rolls too. Okay, I'm going to put in the rest of the flour and the rest of the yeast mixture. And I'm just going to stir this up good. And that's going to be, that's going to be all there is to it for these spoon rolls. So when I get this mixed up good, I'm going to get my muffin pan out. I'm going to put them in my muffin pan. And I forget, it says it makes 36 rolls. I couldn't remember how many it made. So I'm going to get my muffin pan ready. We come back, we'll get them in there, and we'll get them in the oven. And I promise you, they're really going to be good. Okay, guys. I got my muffin tin ready. It's a non-stick muffin tin. I sprayed it real good. And I've got a 1/4 of a cup measuring cup, and that's usually how I do it. I just get it full, and I just kind of... Now, I sprayed my cup, too, with non-stick spray. And you just plop them in there like that. That's about the right amount, 1/4 of a cup. Now, I can tell y'all by experience of making these that if you make it a day ahead of time and you stick it in that refrigerator to make them the next day, they're so much better. Sitting in that refrigerator, for some reason, makes these roasts just that much better. But I love these rolls. And I know y'all will too. And I can tell you, when it's Thanksgiving Day and you've got to put a lot of stuff together and get it on the table, when you've got easy recipes like this to help you out, it's worth a lot. I know it is for me. Okay, guys, there it is. I'm going to put them in the oven, a 350 oven, preheated oven, and they're going to cook for about 20 minutes, and that's all. So we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, guys, here they are. They're done, about 20 minutes. Spoon rolls. Look good. Okay, guys, my taste tester's fixing to come in and taste this hot roll. I'm going to put some of this good honey on it. My daughter-in-law's from her beehive. And he knows he better tell me these rolls are good. So good?
Delicious as it always.
That's what I figured. Anyways, guys, if you want an easy, good spoon roll recipe, this is the one. So, if y'all enjoyed this video and this recipe, give me a thumbs up and come back and see us. We'll see you later.